Hi folks, and welcome back. I wanted to provide a brief tutorial for you on how to log in and access your content in OdysseyWare. The very first thing that you'll do is come up to this URL, which is cpdlf.owschools.com, and then go ahead and hit enter, and it will bring you up to the Sunset page, which is the login page. From there, you will use your username, which will be the 3 letters and 3 numbers, followed by your unique password that was provided by CPDLF, and then go ahead and hit Ready, Set, Learn, and that will take you into the page. Okay? Now, more than likely, you'll see a video there of a gentleman named Ian. Please go ahead and watch that video. It takes about 2.5 minutes, but it shows basic navigation on how to get around, right? Then in order to access your courses, you actually want to come straight to the button that says Learn and click on that. And when you do that, it will show 2 different types of access to your courses. One is called Assignments and one is called Courses, right? Now, from the Assignments one, it shows you exactly what is due for each course and the day that it's due. So if I were to do a daily goal sheet, I wanted to see what was due for that day, I can come straight down and say, well, I know that Algebra 1 is due. I know that Art History is due. I know that I don't have anything due in Biology right now, but I have something overdue in English and something overdue in English 3. So this is one way that you can access that. Now, if you want to actually see what the assignment is, we come straight over to this arrow, we click in, and this will take us into our courses, right? And from this nav bar, which is this blue bar that comes across, I can toggle back and forth between the questions that's asking me and the reading material. So if I want to go ahead and do this, I can read through this. If I don't feel like reading it, I can highlight it. I can come over here, click on the microphone.
Related to your understanding of both the real number line and basic skills.
Okay, so one of the nice things about this is that it can read it to you, so it has an adaptive reader. If you are interested, if you're not a strong reader, or if you learn more by listening, you can certainly highlight this material and it will read it to you as well. Okay. Once you're done reading this, here is your vocabulary. If you wanted to listen to the vocabulary, it does read those words as well. And once you're done with that, we can just continue to read to the next section. And here you'll see that there's practice. And we have examples. We have multiplication, division, all of decimals. So this is kind of a refresher. And then what do? We can read the next section. And here you'll see a video about where we use fractions in everyday life and examples of that. And then once you're completed with that, we can go to the questions. And here is where we actually answer the questions that are given. And as we can see, some of them might be matching, some of them might be multiple choice, some of them might be true false, or we have short answer, long answer. So there's various types of questions that they do assess what we learn. One of the nice things is you can see directly right here that there's attempts of 2 of 3. So when you have this, you're allowed to have multiple attempts, right? So you can keep trying until you get it up to 3 times. So when we look at these, one of the nice things is the P here stands for project. L stands for lesson, and each lesson you may do 3 times. Quiz, which is Q, you may do those twice. And for a test, you're only allowed to do those once. Right? So, there certainly is room to learn from the first time. So if you give your first effort and you only get, say, 60%, you're more than welcome to do your lesson again until you get above an 85. Right? Another way that we can access this is by using this course button right here. And the course button kind of gives us an overview of everything throughout the year. So by the end of the year, everyone will need to be at 100%. So here's the name of the course, here's the score, here's the current progress, and if I want to narrow down more, I can see what Algebra 1 looks like by my unit view. So I can see that I have 13 units due. And if I wanted to go even further, I can click it down and see it lesson by lesson, quiz by quiz. Right? So pay attention to these. Along the left-hand side, those are the due dates. They might sometimes be a little bit different than what your teacher provides. So always follow what your teacher's pace guide is, excuse me, more so than what's here. But this gives a good indicator as to what's due and when. Right? And if we follow along that, well, then we'll have no problem getting to the 100%. Right? There'll be a follow-up video with more in-depth use of this, but I just wanted to give you a brief overview of how to log in and how to access the content as to what's due and when. Any questions, please feel free to reach out to your learning guide or your teachers. We're here to help. Thank you very much.